4 years ago, I was just as crazy as all the stories we hear today about QAnon. When I still believed in the Bible, I thought everything was God's plan. And 4 years ago, I thought Trump was God's plan. He was an outsider, which to my naive mind meant that he was not a corrupt politician. If I had been an informed voter, instead of just following the crowd of people I was around, things would have been very different. Everyone always wonders how these people come into power. How can so many people be fooled into thinking that this rich man could do anything to help the working class? A lot of it is wrapped up in the idea that the government as a whole is out to overthrow the people, which ties a lot into the Christian idea of the last day. I grew up in the Assembly of God Church. They were very interested in the end times. I remember when the Left Behind series and movies were everywhere. People kept saying the Democrats were out to destroy America. They wanted to create the mark of the beast, so you couldn't buy anything without it. I was told that Christians would go into hiding because they would round us up and kill us all for believing in God. I was told anyone in the government who was not Christian was basically the devil in disguise. When the Antichrist comes, he's going to trick everyone into believing that he was God and the world would follow him to hell. While I escaped this idea, once I became an atheist, I could see how backwards these ideas were, and I wanted nothing to do with them. The problem is, many people I grew up with were brainwashed into believing Jesus was coming back any day and that the end-time prophecies had to be fulfilled. They had bought into the lies that many people are pushing today. This brings us to QAnon. There are people in my family and friends who believe that QAnon is all true. They believe it lines up with what God wants. Trump was a plant by God to overthrow the bad satanic government. But why? I thought Christians wanted the end to come. Doesn't everyone want the end to come? And Jesus to come back and fix everything? I can tell you this. I hated learning about the end times. I thought I would never grow up. I wouldn't be able to have a family of my own. I wouldn't be able to enjoy my life. I would sit in a movie theater and be so scared that Jesus would come back and leave me behind. I would pray in the theater the whole time I was there. The end times to me was a fear tactic. This is what I see in QAnon. They are using fear tactics to stir up rage and cause people to think the world is out to get them. QAnon wants a worldly utopia of Christian extremism. They're desperate to be a theocracy. They want everyone to believe what they believe or leave America. This is an in-group, out-group mentality. If you are not for Q, then you're against them. Those against them must be stopped at any cost. The way I see it, QAnon is simply a cult. This is the cult of Trump. They put all their faith in a con man to think he was going to fix everyone's problems. What can we do to change things? There are many things we can do. We can elect leaders who oppose radical groups like this. We can make sure we have good education in our schools that teach good history and politics. We can warn people of the dangers of religions and cults. At the end of the day, everyone has free will and is able to choose for themselves what they believe. If we want the world to get better, though, we have to take steps to get there, even if it means one step at a time. If you like what I do on my channel and would like to support me, please click on the PayPal or Patreon links down below, and thank you for watching.